Alright. So first up, we have a little thing called Allstars that happened in between the last couple episodes.
What's that?
I don't know because I didn't fucking watch.
Hey,
Guess
me
what?
neither.
Me neither.
So this isn't to talk about specifics of Allstars. This is more to talk about how effing pointless Allstars is. And how
I still love it though.
such a bad idea it is to have it in its current form. I just
disagree. It's perfect in every way.
Okay, Matt, if you want to take the other side, why don't you
problem.
kick it off as to why Allstars is an amazing event that needs to happen every year, always.
I mean, I think all-star events are important in all kinds of sports. Basically, every traditional sport has an all-star event. I do think the all-star event might be a little long for League. And it might be a little bit sort of convoluted structurally, but I do think having an event where all your favorite pros from all over and your favorite content creators from different parts of the world get together, make really cool content, make really interesting content, and make that sort of like mini content sometimes that you don't always see super high level players making is really exciting and actually quite good for the community. But I didn't watch it because I was busy. I promise. Not because it's bad.
I'm pretty sure that we were playing Clash at that time, so everyone was practicing for Clash with all their spare time.
Yeah, I was also
Probably
busy.
Yeah, everyone had finals too. I was like right around that hectic season. That's not a great time to do anything important.
Yeah, I agree. It's very necessary.
That's right, Haymant.
It's just that
I am
it's
correct.
Yes, it's that fun time. It's that where you just get to see your favorite pros just messing around, just goofing off and having a good time. That's literally it. It's like vacation day for the most popular pros in each league. It's great.
So,
There's a bit too much. There might be a bit too many events, and it's like 3 days for All Stars is a bit much.
I don't think the 3 days or so is too much for it, especially if they are going to start including other games like TFT in it, like they did. But
That's true.
My biggest problem with like how they've been using All-Stars recently is that they've been bringing in a lot of like streaming and social media stars around League of Legends, and that just seems so goddamn pointless to me. It's like,
but no,
is this supposed to be an All-Stars for the league? Is this supposed to be an All-Stars like a League Con, which I forget what the actual is. It Summoners Con. That's the League of Legends.
I mean, the NBA has the celebrity match during the All-Star weekend, right? Like they have the players, they have people who are related to the NBA who are not NBA players.
Right, but they don't mix them in with the professional players and play a game with them and act like it means anything.
Well, they don't act. I don't think they act like it means anything.
Right,
no,
but at least the All-Star game is like you're watching all the best players go up against each other and
that might just be because like certain sports are more physically demanding, and I mean I don't think it's inconceivable in the future to have NBA players mixed. Like I think the reason they don't is because I think in basketball watching Steph Curry just shoot deep threes against an actor is not that interesting.
Right,
because it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna...
Between that and Pokimane versus Bjergsen.
Oh, because, like, it's just a meme.
Yeah, there's no way she wins that. But you just do it anyway.
So why is she there?
Because it's good for content, dude. It's good content.
Why was content? It's just so awful to watch pros and streamers play together.
Those are my favorite games to watch.
It's so awful.
Would hands down love to see like the WWE match, the show match where they had Tyler on one team and Cutie Pie on the other one.
That context, that was like also that was only one good player and 4 randos that were all definitely silver and bronze that they got to play the game.
Yep.
But like in that context, it made more sense. But in here, it's like all the representatives from NA are like 2 voted in players, 2 streamers, and then another pro that a Riot selected.
But I honestly think that like
pros voted in for NA declined their invitations.
Did they?
Yes. Bjergsen
really?
and Doublelift both declined their invitation. I think Bjergsen got voted. I don't remember. Whoever the first 2 were declined their invitations. Doublelift was one of them. Oh, was Doublelift and Sneaky? I don't remember. But
Sneaky was at All Stars.
He Phil? He might have won.
I don't know. He cosplayed there.
He didn't take a single interview at All Stars.
Well, that's because of what happened. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, Matt has a thing about that.
I don't have anything
If they're gonna
after that, actually.
If they're gonna do All Stars, I want to see it like it was back. I think it was 2017 when it was really good. The 1v1 tournament was freaking great. The PvP, like the region versus region games are really cool. They were a lot of fun.
Here's a question for you: what if the streamers were like Shifter, Voyboy, Cutie, Scar, like people who were pro players?
Well, I'd be a little less unhappy about that because they were pro players and they're a lot more like involved in that.
I mean, Shifter's still crazy.
Yeah, Shifter's really good. But my problem is that like the streamers that I would say, like if say you want to hold a League of Legends streaming event, the streamers that I would say should be a part of that event to give it the most like clout and the most attention aren't the same streamers that I would want to be playing in a competitive one. It's like watching.
But this is not competitive. It's an all-star game, right? All-star games are like they're competitive in the sense that like it's cool if your team wins. But all-star games are there. It's not like we're trying to build the best possible team with the best possible players.
Yeah.
Because then you would have just brought TL, called it a content creator, and rolled fucking everyone. Dog, like that's what you would have done. But that's not the point. The point is to have games, even if the players are poor in quality, even if they're like gold players, platinum players, etc.
It's just not fun to watch bad players play this game, especially with good players.
No, it's not fun to watch bad players play in Worlds, but it is fun when it's just like a joke game mode and the good players are picking shit like Teemo mid, flash over Dragon Pit at level 1,
I want to see all the mid laners playing all assassin mode. That was great. That was fun. That was cool.
But you can, like, these two things aren't mutually exclusive, right? Because there are people like me who enjoy, like, you might not like one of the events, but that doesn't mean that event makes the whole thing bad or it needs to be gotten rid of.
They mixed in, like, low diamond, gold players into, like, the general game modes. And then you're watching random-ass people from, like, Korea who I've never heard of. Not talking about the pro players, but just talking about the random social media peoples. And I've never heard of them, and they're playing with NA players, and it's like, they're doing the tandem mode. They can't talk to each other. What the hell are we, what's going on?
Well, the LCK players and NA pros can't always talk to each other either in tandem mode.
Sure, but I feel like they have at least a little shared language where they could say QWE and R to the other person.
Maybe. But like,
or they could call out champion names.
I don't see why, anyway, I just don't see that is being the...
I don't have a problem with those games happening at the event. I come to All-Stars to watch LCK versus EU pros. I don't want to come to...
That's what you watch Worlds for.
No,
or Rift Rivals.
Or MSI.
I
want to watch the All-Stars. I want to watch a team that has Caps and Reckless and freaking.
But I don't want to watch that only that for 3 days, right?
I'm not saying just do that. Like, if you want to incorporate the streamers, go ahead. And I'm happy with having the streamers in the 1v1 tournament too, because they'll either get knocked out all in the first round, or maybe Yasuo goes up on a crazy run. That would be amazing. Oh, he was one of the streamers there. He's an okay player, but he can't keep up with pro players. He just can't.
I think you're going way too hard on this and completely misunderstanding the point of an all-star game. However...
I don't want it, the other problem is, like, you don't want it to be too stressful, because everyone's trying to be in the off-season, and I don't think anybody wants the
No, it's not supposed to be competitive. It's a break.
Either way, they take the 1v1 tournament seriously. No matter what anyone does, that 1v1 tournament is the real tournament you watch All-Stars for.
They do.
But I mean, it's like people in to use the NBA All-Star game, which I know a lot about. Nobody plays defense in the All-Star game. It's just full court, like...
I'm fine if they go...
try to do your best.
Yeah, no, but you do... But then where people really try are the dunk contests and the three-point contests, right? So, like, I think it's totally fine to not have the players... having the players not give a shit. And frankly, if it's like Caps and the stacked EU team against the stacked LCAK team, but neither team is going to try, then why not put content creators on? Because you're not going to get a high quality game anyway. You're going to have fucking Quinn Jungle and a fucking like Olaf support, Haymant. The special. The special, bro.
Yep.
I also don't think we should talk about All-Stars much longer.
I just want to see a representative from every role, from every region.
I want to second it.
At a bare minimum, that's what I want from All-Stars.
I mean, to follow up...
I don't care too much else. Go ahead.
when you're talking about the 1v1 tournament, like some people don't take that as seriously either. Like the show match where it was Froggen on Anivia versus Faker on Anivia.
They were taking that very seriously.
They were, but they didn't have to do the mirror matchup for Anivia's. That was not something that Faker had to go down to. He could have just picked another champion.
Are you gonna tell me they were taking
it?
you gonna tell me they were taking it seriously when fucking I think it was Froggen and Afromlu did no item zillion, no rune zillion, auto attack only to 100 CS?
I mean, that's
a fucking joke.
Is it challenging? Yes, but is
did
that
I clap Haymant in it earlier this month? Earlier last month? Yeah, I did clap Haymant in it.
You did that a week ago.
It was last year.
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was last year.
Time is so fucking confused for me. All right, let's move on.
Europe. All right. So I'm gonna tap out for the next.
I wanted to talk
4
about
sections.
TCS for like
someone
2 seconds.
text me when LCS starts.
I wanted to talk about the TCS real quick. Do you think tournaments like the TCS should be happening more?
I don't
explicitly think like the TCS should, but this is a different
What's
point.
wrong with Tyler, bro?
I just love like all of the copy pasted ads and stuff, and just how
his ads
good
are
and how bad it is at the same time. It's amazing. That's why I like TCS. Do I think there should be more? No. At that point, it just kind of becomes a meme. But
can pros even do TCS?
If he wasn't offering a prize pool, they could.
So
I think some academy players actually played in it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the logistics were on that.
What I'll say is I don't care, right? Like it's fine. I think Rift Rivals is a little more interesting with like the pre-made teams because you get some weird like matchups.
TCS is pre-made. Like everyone makes it like that. It's a real like.
But in Rift Rivals, you don't make your team; it's assigned to you.
It's drafted. They do like a draft.
Do they really? Yes. I don't know. Whatever. The point is like I think it's fine.
That's how they developed it.
Okay, then
earlier it was just you got to sign up a spot.
Then
I don't know. I don't care. I think it's interesting. I think it's fine. I don't think Riot should get involved in it.
No, as long as they make sure that it's allowed to happen, I don't really care what Riot does.
Yeah, I agree. At least because Twitch, even if you're thinking about the TCS, you can also think about Twitch Rivals, in which they do have streamers and pros. Most of them, the Academy pros, still playing on teams together with content creators, and that's also fun because they're all just trying there.
It's been like because they stream their practice, which is the interesting part. So
it makes a
true.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun to watch people in scrims and stuff. My only problem with Rift Rivals is like it's impossible to watch because there isn't really a mainstream for it. You have to go like watch one of the players.
Individual players, yeah.
And I'm just like I kind of want to watch like something happening here. I don't want to sit here and watch Yasuo almost flame his mid laner to tears, or not his mid laner, his bot laner.
Yeah.
It wasn't even him that made her cry. It was like the chat that she was disappointed in herself. But like, when you mix match so many different skill levels in a tournament, it becomes so apparent. Like we've seen it in Clash half the time. Like half the time I'm up against somebody who I'm even with, or they're a bronze tier scrub, and I'm just like I can't do anything in this lane because he's so bad. It's over.
True.
All right.
References from.
Well,
are we done?
We might be, Matt. You have to do something first.
I just want to know if can you take us on home?
Yeah. I think I can. That's gonna do it for the first episode of the legendary League of Legends podcast. I forgot to do this at the beginning of this episode. Fuck. After these first 3 preseason podcasts, the
preseason trilogy, of course, the original trilogy,
all episodes will be uploaded to a dedicated channel that'll be linked in the description called Legendary Podcasts. I don't think you can Google search for it yet because it hasn't posted a damn thing. But yeah, so you can go there. If you need to find it right now, you can go to my YouTube channel and look under the extra channel things. It's going to be there. Besides that, catch us probably at 7 o'clock on Tuesdays, because I bet you the change is going to be that Monday night has games on it, so we're not going to be able to stream then if we wanted to.
And also we can't.
Yeah. And have a nice night.
Have a good night, fellas.